Hello, everyone. Welcome to our special YouTube live session dedicated to the incredible women who shape our lives, our mothers. I am Sheetal and I am thrilled to spend this meaningful hour with all of you. To start, let's fill the chat with love. Describe your mom in one word. Type it in the chat box and let's celebrate the essence of motherhood together. Yes, I am waiting. Please write something about your mom, one word that describes her. Moms are wonderful. Yes, indeed they are. Come on, everyone, fill the chat with love for your mom. Come on, I'm waiting for your responses. Amazing. Yes, moms are amazing. You are right. Beautiful. Yes, moms are beautiful. Lovely. Happening. Rocking. Come on, describe your mom. Charming. Lovely. Yes. Today's session is packed with touching stories, interactive activities, and heartfelt tributes. Stay with us till the end. You won't want to miss the surprises we have in store. Let's start our live session with a cute Mother's Day poem that we made. Mom is the biggest gift by God, I agree. They say that God cannot be everywhere, so God made mom, which is so true. So let me play the poem that we made. I hope you all like it.
A mother's love is warm and bright, like sunshine on a morning light. She holds our hands when love you more than words can say. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Hope you all liked this poem. You can also see this poem again on our YouTube channel and share it with your friends if you like the poem. Here is the link to the poem. I am pasting the link in the chat box. So here you go. You have the link now. So you can copy the link, share it with your friends if you like the poem. I hope you all liked it. That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you all liked our poem. Now, let's see a heartwarming story of a mother and a son. It's called The Gift of a Mother's Love. It was a cold winter morning, and little Arav sat by the window. His mother Mira was busy in the kitchen preparing his favorite meal, hot parathas and curd. Arav had been feeling down lately because his school was organizing a trip and most of his friends were going, but his mother couldn't afford the expenses. That night, as he lay in bed, he overheard his mother talking to herself in the next room. Maybe if I work extra hours, I can save enough before the deadline, she murmured. Aro felt bad. He realized that his mother was always putting him first, sacrificing her comfort for his happiness. The next morning, Aro made a heartfelt decision. He wouldn't go on the trip. Instead, he would help his mother in every way he could. He started helping his mother with the household chores, ensuring his mother had more free time to rest and concentrate on her work. He swept the floors, washed the dishes, and even helped her with cooking. Next evening, as his mother sat down after a long day, Arav handed her a cup of tea and said with a bright smile, Ma, you don't have to work extra hours, as I have decided to not go on the trip. Instead, I would like spending more time with you. Tears welled up in his mother's eyes as she hugged Arav tightly. My dear, your happiness means the world to me, but the greatest gift you have given me is your love and understanding. Arav learned that day that a mother's love isn't measured by grand gestures. It's found in the small everyday sacrifices that shapes a child's world. And Sometimes the best way to return that love is just by appreciating it. I hope you like this short story. Please comment and share your thoughts about this story. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Yes, please let me know. How did you like this story? Cool. Nice. I'm happy that you liked the story. Now let's move on to our next story, A Mother's Apron. Wow, wonderful story. Thank you that you liked the story. I'm glad that you liked the story. Now, let us listen to another interesting story, A Mother's Apron. A little girl once asked her grandma why her mom always wore an apron, old stained apron, while cooking. The grandma smiled and said, that apron has wiped more tears than it's touched spoons. Every mark on it tells a story of a burnt toast, surprise cookies, and hugs between homework tears. That evening, the girl gifted her mom a new apron with these words stitched on. Your love is in every thread. Thank you, Ma. Her mom wore the apron, smiled through tears, and said, it's the most beautiful thing I have ever received. Now it's your turn. Type a one line dedication to your mom in the comments. I'll read some of them live right now. Happy Mother's Day. It's a good one. Glad you liked the story. Yes, you all can type a one line dedication for your mom in the comments. I'll read them. Love you, Mom. Mom is the best. Yes, she is. You are precious to us, Mom. Yes, indeed, you are. Okay, let us see another interesting story. It's called Mom's Quiz Competition. Appreciate the way she takes care of us. True, I agree. 100%. So let us move on to our next story. It's called Mom's Quiz Competition. Ananya always thought her mom didn't know how to use the internet until one day. Her mom won the local town's online general knowledge quiz. When she asked her mom how she did it, her mom simply replied, I read your school books while waiting for you to come home every day. Lesson learned. Never underestimate the power of a mother. Now it's quiz time. So I hope you all are ready for a very interesting quiz on Mother's Day. Let's test your knowledge about moms. I'll ask you a few questions and you can type in your answers in the chat. Ready? Here we go. I'll also type the questions in the chat so you won't miss any question. Okay? So, this is the first question. Yes, all set. Okay, nice, cool. Bring it on. Okay. Which country was the first to officially recognize Mother's Day? Yes, I am waiting for your answers. Oh, it is not India, unfortunately. US. Yes, you are right. Mr. Drew is right, absolutely right. USA was the first country to officially recognize Mother's Day. Yes. Now, next question. In which month is Mother's Day celebrated in most of the countries? May month. Yes, you are right. Again, yes, it is May month. In May month, the Mother's Day is celebrated in most of the countries. Now, moving on to our next question. Yes, you all are absolutely right. In May month, we celebrate Mother's Day. Now, this is the next question. Which day of the week is Mother's Day celebrated? Come on. Which day of the week? This is easy peasy. I am waiting. Yes, it's a Sunday. You all are right. So that families can come together, celebrate this day. That's the reason Mother's Day is always celebrated on a Sunday. Now, moving on to our next question. This can be a little tricky, difficult, a little difficult question. So, this question is Which US president officially declared Mother's Day a national holiday? Come on, I am waiting for your answers. Yes, as it is supposed to be a fun day for mom, we celebrate on Sunday. So I am waiting for your answers on the next question. Which US president officially declared Mother's Day a national holiday? Donald Trump. Oh, no, that is not the answer, unfortunately. Come on, any guesses? Any more guesses before I tell you the right answer? No, even if you type it thrice, it's not going to be the right answer. Can anyone tell me the right answer? Okay, let me tell you, it's a difficult one. It's Woodrow Wilson. Oh, yes, very nice. Just before I gave my answer, one answer is ready here. That's very nice. I guess you guys used Google to answer. Anyways, that's the right answer. Woodrow Wilson was the US president who officially declared Mother's Day a national holiday. Now, this one, next question, can have many different answers. Okay, so next question. Which is one traditional way in which people celebrate Mother's Day? Now, this can have many different answers. Let's hear your answers. I am waiting for your answers. Which is one traditional way in which people celebrate Mother's Day? Bake a cake for your mom. Awesome. That's a very nice idea. Really good. Take her out for dinner. Yes. Awesome. It's a good idea. Bake a cake. Yes. Cook a good meal of her choice. Wow, your mom is lucky. What else? How else do we celebrate Mother's Day? Okay, so I guess you all have given nice answers. Let us now move on to our next story. We have lots of stories still to hear in this session. Ice cream. Wow, nice. Take her for a movie. Wow, nice. Creative ideas. Give her flowers and chocolate. Nice. Good. Okay. So this is our next story. Mom just knows. Ria was nervous about her first job interview. She hadn't told anyone about it, not even her mom, because she didn't want to get her hopes up. That morning, as she walked out of the door, her mom handed her a small dab of curd and sugar. saying, I don't know what you're about to do today, but I believe in you. This will bring you luck. Ria was stunned. Her mom had felt it. She just like she always did. Ria aced the interview, and when she returned home, her mother was waiting at the door, not asking whether she got the job, but simply smiling and saying, so, when do you start? That's a mom. She just knows. We have all had that magical moment when mom sensed that we are sad even before we said a word. When she walked in with food right when our stomach growled. When she cheered us on even without knowing what we were up to. Because that's a mom. She just knows. Wow, there are still so many answers coming up to celebrate Mother's Day. Long drive with mom is a very good idea. Give her lots of love. Amazing. So now it's time to flip the script. Let's see how well do you know your mom. Ready for a fun, fast, and slightly emotional rapid fire quiz? Let's find out who knows her the best. Type your answers quickly in the chat. Here we go. So, the first question coming up. Let's see how well you all know your moms. So, the first question is, can you guess her favorite song? Come on, I'm waiting for your answers. So, can you guess her favorite song? Sach keh raha hai Deewana. Wow, what a lovely song it is. So, is that your mom's favorite song? That's nice. Come on, bring it on. What's your mom's favorite song? Tadap Tadap Ke Is Din. Nice. Shape of You. Nice. Moving on. Come on, I'm waiting for more answers. What's her favorite food? This is going to be interesting quiz. Puran Poli. Wow. Instant reactions. Samosa. Nice. Even my mouth is watering by hearing this. uh, Puran poli. Nice. I guess moms like puran polis. Roti. Nice. Simple. Dal bati. Wow. That's an interesting one. Rasgulla. Wow. Now, next interesting question. What? Ah, dal dhokli. Wow. One more food item. Kachori wali dal dhokli. Nice. What new varieties we are hearing? Khaman dhokla. Wow. All Gujarati dishes. What else? Now, next question is even more interesting. What makes her laugh out loud or roll her eyes? Maybe some favorite movie of her, comedy movie, or any stand up comedian whom she likes. Come on, next. Next question. Who is ready to answer? All mouth watering dishes. I know. Before my computer gets wet, let's move to the next question. What makes your mom laugh out loud? Kapil Sharma show. I agree. He's my favorite too. He is hilarious. And Mr. Amit Tandon. Oh, he is wonderful as well. And there are so many more. Comedy show Tarak Mehta ka Ulta Chashma. Nice. What else? What makes your mom laugh? Amitabh Bachchan? I guess he doesn't come in the comedian category, but maybe some of the movies he acted quite funny. Okay, so moving on to our next question. What's the first dish your mom ever taught you to cook? Shashi Kapoor. Okay, nice answer for the favorite comedian. So, bring it on. Bol Bachchan. Oh, yes, that's a really funny movie. I like it too. You know the iconic Nadintina from the movie. So funny it was. Happy New Year movie. Yes, it was quite funny. All characters were so iconic in that movie. So, first dish your mom ever taught you to cook, the answers have started coming. Dosa. That's a difficult one. It's not easy to make dosa, I must say. What else? Dal chawal. That's an easy one. Oh, some of our viewers are answering the previous question's answer. The funny movie category or the funny comedian category, that is Total Dhamal. Mala Mal Weekly, yes, that's a funny movie. All iconic movies. Nice. Mom taught you to make Maggie, that's wonderful. Dad taught me to make a tea, true. Nice. Okay, so moving on to our next question. Which song reminds you of your mom? Come on, I'm waiting for your answers. Which song reminds you of your mom? RHDDM. Nice. Even the short form is so long. रहना है तेरे दिल में. RHDDM. Nice. Oh, nice. We have a reply from another viewer. Mom and dad taught me to take care of old age people. That's really nice. Okay, so one of our viewers says lullabies reminds her of her mom. Sach Kehta Hai Divana is a song. He thinks about his mom. Songs that we sing with our for our kids. Yeah, I remember one of the song which was like my all-time favorite. That is that Lakdi Ki Kathi song. Very famous Lakdi Ki Kathi Kathi Pe Ghoda song. Oh, nice. It's a Gujarati song. So one of our viewer remembers the song Hathi Bhai To Jada, which means fat elephant. It was a really nice song, a Gujarati rhyme. Oh, next question is a really interesting one. What's your mom's most used phrase? Oh, one more song coming up, another Gujarati lullaby. Ek biladi jadi, tene piri sadi. Nice song. So, moving on to our next question. What's your mom's most used phrase? Chalo chalo, pakdo lapo thoka. Oh, which means I'll slap you. That's a really nasty phrase, by the way. Oh, everyone is getting slaps. Okay. Lakdi ki kathi kathi pe goda. Yeah, that song reminds me of my mom as well. Another phrase is coming up, a hi hi, which is another Gujarati phrase. Toje mathe mein bhosa, which means um, when we don't eat the promised quantity, this phrase is said. ओ मैंने कहा था पहले ही. That's a really iconic one. Yeah, that's true. So this also tells us that mom gives us warning beforehand, and she's really happy when that comes true. मैंने पहले ही कहा था, तुमने नहीं माना. So अब भुगतो. That is so true. Really funny phrases coming up. Okay, so this is तुझी अक्कल काय गवत चरायला गेली होती, which means where was your brain roaming? Did it go to eat grass? Really funny. It's so nice to, understand so many languages. झाड़ू से मारूंगी. Oh my God, who beats with the झाड़ू? ये थोड़ा ओवर हो रहा है. What else? Come on, interesting phrases. Nice. अपनी किताबों को आग लगा दे. Oh my God, funny. So maybe this is said to the students who don't study sincerely. Nice, funny phrases. I'm really enjoying this part. चप्पल से मारूंगी. Oh God, छोड़ूंगी नहीं तुझे. I guess that is छोड़ूंगी नहीं. चप्पल से कौन मारता है यार? मतलब too much. Really funny, interesting phrases. I guess the next question is already covered in this, which says one word your mom says when she's angry, furious. अक्कल बगर चोट हो. Oh, funny phrase. Mm. When she's angry. Okay, now we have finished phrases. Now we move to the words. Okay, when she's really furious. Murk Shiromani. That's a very funny one. Oh, two people like the Murk Shiromani word, so maybe it's a common one. So, by the way, who don't understand Hindi, Murk Shiromani means the king of madness. That's what it means. Okay, so I guess we can move on to our next question. Oh, loud pitch. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm not audible. Let me be a little louder. Thank you for telling me that. Now, our next question. One word your mom says when she is proud of you. Well, I can say a word which I tell to my son. You are a genius. I tell him that. And when my mom is proud of me, she says, Shabash. That's what I can remember. So, please share the one word that your mom says when she's really proud of you. Arey, wow. Nice. Proud of you. Yeah, that's what I said. When she's proud of you, what does she say? You are awesome. Correct. Nice. Now, this next one, Khub Chan. Nice. You are amazing. Nice. Next question. If your mom were a superhero, what would her superpower be? Love you. Nice. Going around the world. Wow, that's a really nice superpower. Even I want it. Nice. Teleportation. Whenever I want, wherever I want, I can go. Cooking. Okay, nice. Best YouTuber superpower. Wow, that's nice. She would sit on my head and ask me to study. Who does that? That's not a superpower. Mom can do that without superpower, also, by the way. Okay, next superpower is to fly in the sky. Wow, nice. Going on long drive. Nice. She would like to take out everyone for a world tour. That's a nice thought. So, moving on to our next question. This is becoming really interesting. What your mom's favorite hobby or activity to do in her free time? Do you know that? Playing video games. Wow, nice modern mom who likes to play video games. Traveling in nature. That's a nice hobby. Read a wonderful book of her choice. Nice. Reading books, reciting bhajans, singing bhajans. Nice. Watch TV. Well, that's the most common one. So, Next question is making YouTube videos. Yeah, that's my hobby too. Playing cards. Nice. To watch a movie in theater. Yes, that's quite a hobby of many people. That's a different experience. I must say, everyone should go to theater, have that nice experience playing Antakshari. Nice. Now, I want you all to fill the chat with my mom is the best come on, I'm waiting for your answers. Because she understands me. Wow, that's a really nice answer. That's very important that your mom is your best friend. Mom cooks good food. Okay. She is always in a happy mood. That's nice. My mom is the best because she loves shopping for me. Oh, nice. Because she always supports me, understands me, and defends me. That's nice. Because I like to hang out with her. Great. Amazing. Because she's my best friend. That even I can say that. Yes, my mom is my best friend too. My mom is the best because she is my comfort zone. Yes, indeed she is. Best thing is no filters needed with mom. Oh, one of our viewer hangs out with her friend's mom too. That's nice. I see you guys are enjoying this rapid fire round. So, moving on to our next segment. I have some really nice stories for you. Oh, we have one more we were saying. I love to share each and everything with my mom. That's true. So, moving on to our next segment. Real moms, real sacrifices, real inspiration, where we share heartfelt stories of mothers whose silent sacrifices and endless love have shaped our lives and inspired hearts. So get ready to see our first real life story. Rani Lakshmibai. the warrior mom who rode into the battlefield with her baby. It was 1857. The air in Jhansi smelled of gunpowder and revolt. The British Empire was tightening its grips, but one woman stood like a firestorm in their path. Rani Lakshmibai, the Queen of Jhansi. She wasn't just a royal, she was a widow, a mother, and a leader of a rebellion that would shake the roots of British rule in India. When the British tried to seize her kingdom after her husband's death, she didn't bow, she didn't break. She simply said, मैं अपनी झांसी नहीं दूंगी. I will not give up my Jhansi. And when the battlefield came knocking, she didn't hide behind the palace walls. She strapped on her armor, mounted her horse, and tied her infant son Damodar Rao to her back. Yes, a baby on her back and a sword in her hand. She galloped into war, slicing through enemy lines, shielding her child with one arm and striking with the other. Arrows flew, muskets fired, the earth shook beneath her horse hoofs. But Rani Lakshmibai never looked back. She wasn't just fighting for a throne, she was fighting for freedom, for justice, and for the future of her son and of India. Eyewitnesses say she rode with the ferocity of 10 warriors, her baby secure behind her, wrapped in folds of her royal robes, as if even motherhood couldn't wait for the war to end. She didn't survive the final battle, but her son did. She left behind a legacy of courage that still echoes in every Indian heart, a reminder that a mother's strength can shape the destiny of generations. From this story, we learned you don't need to choose between strength and softness. Rani Lakshmibai was both a warrior and a mother, a queen and a fighter. She didn't abandon her child to fight. She carried him into the fire and made history. Because sometimes the fiercest weapon a woman can carry is her love. So that was the story of the great Rani Lakshmibai. Yes, I agree. Rani Lakshmibai is bravery at its highest level. She was a really great mother. Yes, even Jijabai was another great mother of, and she had a great son Shivaji Maharaj, which we all know. Now, let's see our next real life story on Neerja Bhanu's mom. It's called The Hero Left, but guess who picked up the torch? Imagine this. You are Rama Bhanut, a proud mother, watching your 22-year-old daughter, Neerja, blossom into a confident, compassionate young woman. She is a flight attendant, graceful, fearless, and very promising. She has finally found her path. Then, on 5th September 1986, the world stops. The news flashes across every screen. Pan American Flight 73 has been hijacked on the ground at Karachi Airport, Pakistan. The flight was en route from Mumbai to New York, with scheduled stops in Karachi and Frankfurt. And suddenly, a name rises out of chaos: Neerja Bhanot. She wasn't just working that day, she was the senior flight purser, the one trained to lead in a crisis. And that's exactly what she did. As four armed terrorists stormed the plane, Nirja took charge. She didn't run, she stayed, guided terrified passengers, hiding passports to protect American citizens, and shielding innocent children from gunfire. She helped save over 350 lives, but she herself couldn't come alive. Now pause and think. How do you live on after something like that? How does a mother survive that kind of a loss? Most would break, but Rama Bhanut chose something different. While the nation mourned and the world hailed Mirja as a hero, Rama quietly made a promise: my daughter's courage won't fade into headlines. It'll become a force for others. And with that, she worked towards introducing the Neerja Bhanot Bravery Award, a tribute that honors real life courageous women who stand up against injustice and adversity. No grand gestures, no media frenzy, just the fierce, quiet power of a mother turning heartbreak into hope. Every year, that award speaks louder than any words. Neerja's legacy lives on because her mother made sure of it. Rama didn't wear a uniform, but she still carried a legacy, and she carried it with grace, fire, and love. From this story, we learned that even when life shatters your world, you can choose to rise, because sometimes the strongest hero isn't the one in the spotlight, it's the one who's left behind, still carrying the torch. Rama Bhanot didn't just lose her daughter, she became the guardian of her light and passed it on. That's not just strength, that's heroism in the truest form. Let's read some of our comments for the story of Nirja Bhanot, a brave girl who fought with the terrorists bravely, saved their lives. Sad but true. Loved the way she took it forward. Yes. Now, let us move on to our next interesting real life story on Sudha Murthy, the billionaire mom who said, "No luxury, please." Once upon a time, in a modest little flat where leaking taps sang lullabies and burnt toasts were a breakfast staple, lived a woman who would go on to become the heart of humility in a billionaire's world, Sudha Murthy. She was a teacher, a writer, a mother, and as her husband Narayan Murthy nervously approached her with a dream, "I want to start a company called Infosys. We might go broke." She didn't flinch. She smiled and said, "Cool, I'll take care of the house, the bills, and the babies. You go build that dream." And just like that, she became the backbone of one of the India's biggest tech revolutions. Two kids, one salary, zero ego, no designer clothes, no dinner parties, no CEO wives' airs, just grit, grace, and simple cotton saris. Fast forward to a few decades. Her daughter Akshata Murthy marries the UK Prime Minister. Her son Rohan Murthy becomes a tech genius and philanthropist. And Sudha Murthy, she becomes India's fairy godmother for education and charity, touching countless lives through her foundation work. But fame and fortune never changed her core. In fact, once, when her young son wanted to throw a big birthday party like other rich kids, she sat him down and said, "Why waste so much money on cake and decorations when there are kids out there with no food or school books?" Instead of steamers and return gifts, they donated to charity because for Sudha, joy wasn't in spending, it was in sharing. She never believed in indulgence. Even today, she flies economy class, stays low key, and still prefers idli sambar over caviar. She didn't raise rich kids, she raised humble humans who just happened to be millionaires. Legend has it, even luxury knocks and waits for permission before entering her home. From this story, we learned that true wealth isn't in your bank account, it's in your values. Sudha Murthy's story proves that a simple life led with purpose can raise world changers, and sometimes saying no to excess is the most loving thing a parent can do. She didn't just build a home, she built a legacy of humility, service, and substance. And in doing so, she raised billionaires with their hearts still rooted in the soil. Okay, so let us read some comments from our viewers. Greatest inspiration. She is amazing. True inspiration. We should learn from her how to be humble. That's so true. Now, let's see our next real life story. The dual dreamers, Bindu and Vishnu, a mom and son duo who crack the civil services. Inside a modest home, two people sit together at a small wooden desk, not siblings, not classmates, but a mother and her grown up son. Meet Bindu, a mother who once put her own dreams on hold so she could raise her kids right. She's no stranger to hard work, whether it's running a home, managing bills, or nurturing ambitions no one else could see. But as she watches her children grow, one dream keeps whispering in her heart. What if I try just one more time? Her son Vishnu notices her and says, "Let's do it together, Amma." And just like that, books replace the TV. Tea is accompanied with discussions, and preparations become their bond. They both enroll in the same coaching center, same classes, same exams, same dream. Naysayers laugh. How can a mom in her 40s and her college fresh son both clear the Kerala PSC exam? But dreams don't check birth certificates, they check willpower. They study late nights, they solve mock papers over dinner, they correct each other's answers and push each other to do better. And then, boom, results day hits. Both of them pass the Kerala PSC exam. From kitchen counters to civil services, they did it. A mother, a son, and a belief stronger than any excuse. Lesson learned. Dreams don't age, and courage, it runs in families. Sometimes the most powerful success stories comes in pairs, like this mother and son duo. Let's read some of the comments by our beautiful viewers who are so patient and listening to the stories. Hats off to her. Very touching. Wow, amazing story. What a story. Just great. So inspirational. Yes, all these stories are real inspirations. We have done a lot of research on each and every story. Really great mothers. Hats off to them. Moving on to our next story. The revolutionary mom, Mary Roy. When mom took on the law and raised a book winner. Flashback to the 1960s Kerala. A woman stands tall in a courtroom, fighting not for fame but for fairness. That woman is Mary Roy, a fiery educator and a fierce mother who dared to challenge an outdated inheritance law that denied Christian women their rightful share. But this isn't just a legal story, this is a motherhood revolution. Mary starts a school, not a business empire, in a couple of rented rooms. No fancy campus, just chalk, dreams, and kids eager to learn. Among them was her daughter, a quiet observer named Arundhati. Mary teaches her not just alphabets and algebra, but managing anger and rebellion with grace. She raises her daughter to question everything, to feel deeply, to write boldly. Arundhati grows up and writes a book called The God of Small Things. Her book wins the Booker Prize. The world claps. But Mary just smiles. Her biggest victory wasn't only winning in court or starting a school, it was in raising a daughter who stood up for what's right, using her words, not just protests. Lessons learned from this story. A mother's greatest lesson doesn't always come from bedtime stories. Sometimes it comes from watching her fight the world and never flinch. Mary raised more than a daughter, she raised a voice. Hope you all liked these amazing real life stories about the real moms. Now, let's move on to our next segment. I will tell you 10 fun and heartwarming facts about animal moms. Elephant moms are pregnant for nearly 22 months, the longest gestation of any land animal. That's a lot of dedication. Orangutan mothers are known to be some of the most attentive in the animal kingdom. They stay with their babies for up to 7 to 8 years, teaching them everything. Kangaroo moms have a built-in baby carrier, their pouch. A joey can stay in the pouch for up to 6 months and keep returning even after that for nursing. Polar bear moms dig snow dens and hibernate during harsh winters, giving birth while asleep and caring for their cubs in complete darkness. Octopus moms are so protective that they guard their eggs for months without eating anything. Cheetah moms raise their cubs alone and constantly move them to new hiding spots to protect them from predators. Dolphin mothers sing to their babies before birth so the calf recognizes her voice after being born underwater lullabies. Sloth moms carry their babies on their chest for 6 months. moving super slowly with great care. Wolf mothers lead the pack in raising the pups, and the entire pack helps to take care of the young ones, like a big family support system. Giraffe moms give birth standing up, and their babies fall over 5 feet to the ground, a rough but safe landing into life. As soon as the baby giraffe is born, the giraffe mom keeps kicking her baby till it actually learns to start running. She does this so that the baby can protect itself from predators when its mother is not around. I hope you all like these animal facts. Surprised to know animal moms also have so much emotions. Yes, they have. And finally, we move on to our last emotional story about a mother and her son. The last hug. A man named Rahul moved abroad for work and hadn't visited his mom in nearly 6 years. He would call her once in a while, but always said, I'll come soon, ma. One day he got a call. His mom had fallen ill. He booked the next flight home. When he arrived, she was in the hospital, frail but smiling. She whispered, You came just like you promised. He hugged her. Then he held her hand all night, telling her stories and singing her favorite lullabies. She gently smiled and said, Dear, I have waited for this hug for 6 years. Now I am complete. She passed away peacefully in his arms the next morning. From that day, Rahul made a vow: never wait to show your love. There is no perfect time, it's only now. Yes, Mother is the greatest blessing by Almighty God. That's so true. To everyone watching, if you can call your mom, do it today. If she is near, hug her. If she is not with you anymore, remember her with love and light a diya or candle in her memory. Thank you so much for joining this special celebration of mothers. Your love, your stories, your energy made today's session magical. Before we wrap up, tell me, what was your favorite part of today's live session? What kind of videos would you like to see next on our channel? And if you would like to have more such live events, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with someone who needs a smile today. Meet your mom whenever you get a chance. So true. To all the moms out there, thank you for your love, your strength, your magic. To everyone watching, make today special for your mom. Even a small hug can mean the world. Until next time, stay kind, stay grateful, and keep spreading love. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Oh, one of our viewer really liked the rapid fire round. Loved all sections. Thank you. All the best for your next show. Thank you. So happy Mother's Day to everyone. Bye, everyone. See you in our next live session very soon.